Good day, students. Today we are going to learn a very important topic, and in that topic, we are going to learn the real and fake information, or it can be websites also. So let's explore. The internet is a great tool for locating information for research projects and homework assignments. However, due to the openness and vastness of the internet, not every website that is found actually has factual information. If you are not careful, you can end up with the wrong facts. Keep in mind, anybody can put something or anything on the internet, and it can be from any part of the world. They can say anything they like. They can leave it as long as they like to leave it on the social media, and they can change it whenever they feel like changing it. Please remember, everything on the internet is not fact. Information must be verified, and verifying information from the web can be very difficult. So immediately once we receive any post, what we do is we forward to other person. We should not forward it until and unless we check whether the information which you are forwarding is genuine. If it is genuine, no problem to send. Otherwise, we should not forward fake news on the social media. Please remember, everything on the internet is not fact. Let's take a small hoax test. Here I got a picture. A hunter poses by the enormous bear he shot. Now we have to see whether it is real or fake. Now how we have to examine. Suppose we receive this picture on WhatsApp. Okay, such a big bear is killed and one man. So whether it is real or fake, we have to examine. So how do we examine? We have to go on Google and search. Just check, verify whether that information is real or fake. On Google you will get all the answers there. Okay, so after verification, you can see that this picture is real. Bears do get big. This photo was taken in October 2001 in Alaska. Another picture, fake, real or fake. A man, image taken from a camera found in the rubble of the World Trade Center. A tourist poses for the camera, unaware that a hijacked plane approaches from behind. So this picture was taken during 9 September. 9 September, and what according to this picture, what news was spread is the tourist was standing on that twin tower where the hijacked plane was crashed. He was clicking the photo, and he did not notice the plane which was coming from behind. Then later on, this picture was examined. Go to see, this picture was fake. The aeroplane which you see over here is not the actual aeroplane which had destroyed the twin tower. Another hoax test here, a man putting a finger from his nose and removing out from his eye. So this is all made on softwares like Photoshop. So these are fake images. So we have to be little careful when we are posting any pictures, something like this. Another picture here, a big aeroplane came out, as you can see here, a big aeroplane coming out from the compound wall and came on the road. So this was a real picture, and it happened in March 2003. Another picture, a man shows his 87-pound cat. 87 pound. Okay, big, such a big cat. Just by looking at the picture, it looks like real picture, but it's a fake picture. This cat has been digitally enlarged. Users are often misinformed about current events. People who rely mainly on social media for news are often misinformed on current events, or have formed an opinion on a topic without researching or fact checking. So that is what I told you earlier. The information whichever you get, we have to cross check it. Journalists sometimes report actual news stories that are based on inaccurate social media updates. So journalists also refer to social media for some news, but they are also searching in the wrong place. Now on Facebook 70% friends and family rely on links from friends and other contacts, and Twitter 36%. Many meanings of the same information can be taken out. Let's see. Social media do help us to spread real news. Like for example, in 2009, a Twitter user, Jenny Scrums, tweeted photos of the US Airways Miracle on the Hudson. That's the name of the airways plane. Which crashed in New York's Hudson River. He was on the ferries that responded to the crash site before traditional news outlets knew about the incident. So what happened here is that passenger who was there, as he was getting rescued in this lifeboats here, he had clicked the photos and immediately put on the Twitter the real photos. So by doing this, what happened is the news has already spread all through the world because of social media. Even before it came on the TV, it was already there on social media. So social media helps us to spread real news. It can also spread fake news. For example, here this post was spread, and according to the post, uh, Jackie Chan had died. It was uh, posted on WhatsApp or social media. Then later on, Jackie Chan had to say that Jackie is alive and well. He did not suffer a heart attack and die. So many people, many big celebrities, pictures we get on social media or on WhatsApp, some news which claim that that particular actor has died. So we should not immediately forward that to anybody else before checking it whether that person has really died. How fake news goes viral online? How it goes viral? Suppose this is you. Suppose this first bird is you. What you do is you forward that thing to your friends, and those friends will forward to their friends. So like this, it spreads, and that is why the same news again it might come back to you. So it spreads like this. Real versus fake websites. How do you know which websites? Now, just now we talked about social media posts which were real and fake. Now we are seeing real or fake websites. What is a spoof website? A spoof website is a website that imitates the logos, text, and visual design of genuine website. On the right side, you will see here, on the right side, I have put here phishing mail is a mail which comes to you just to trap you. Okay, okay, suppose you get a message something like this: dear Facebook user, in an effort to make your online experience safer and more enjoyable, click here to update your account online now. Students, please remember, Facebook will never send message like this. Facebook never sends message like this. Okay, now what will happen if you click here? I'll tell you. If you click here on this word, it will take you to a fake website. We call it as a spoofed website. It will look like Facebook, but it is not Facebook. Okay, so never click on this link. We'll see some examples now. Never click on this word and update. So in case you feel like updating your information, what you will have to do is just go to facebook.com website, original facebook.com website, and there you log in and then enter your details, but never click on this link which will open the Facebook site and enter the detail. Never do that. Spoof websites are commonly considered a form of phishing. Experts recommend that users only access financial sites and other sensitive sites directly through the main page. See, this is an example of a genuine website. This is a real website, and some scammers, they have made a fake website of this jewelry site. See here, this is a spoofed website. website, company name is same, jewelry, Tiffany jewelry, and it is not well designed also. So this way we can find out. There are other ways also how we can check whether the website is spoofed. Normally when you do the bank transaction and all, we have to check whether the website is real. Let's see some example of spoofed websites. Here this is a PayPal website. Just keep it here. This is a PayPal website which is spoofed. Okay, fake address bar. You can see here address bar, but it is not the real address bar. What they do is they manipulate the address bars also sometime, and in that address bar you will see the address which will look like real, and they hide the original address bar. Okay, and this lock, you can see here a lock, secure login, this lock, padlock we call it. This padlock should actually come in the status bar somewhere here in one of these. Okay, another Amazon website's spoofed site. See the spelling, AMAZONN. It should have been AMAZON. Here it says HTTPS. This also we should check whether the website we are logging in is secured. But at the same time, the scammers can trap you by just by altering the name of the URL, and it looks like it is Amazon. So what happens normally when you log into spoofed website, if you put the username, your username or email and your password and click to log in, whatever username and password you have put will go to the hacker or the scammers, and they can later on access your account. They can do whatever. They can even purchase things from your accounts. PayPal bogus URL, you can see one more spoofed site. Okay, now this is a Facebook. I had told you earlier, you should never click on that email link. Click here to update your Facebook account. Okay, so it might take you to something like this. It looks like FACEBOOK, one O they have put extra here. So this is a fake website. This website is a fake website. It looks real. That is what a spoofed website. It imitates the original website. Everything, name, logos, it just imitates. But the moment you put your username and password and any other details, if you try to log in, then you're hacked. Another Facebook. See here the URL. It is clear that this website is fake, though it looks real. Okay, now ICICI Bank website, spoof website. See here it is fake because HTTP is written here. There should have been HTTPS. S stands for secured HTTP, and here padlock also is missing, that lock. For banking websites, please check these two things. One is S here and second is a padlock. There are some fake antivirus software also. Suddenly messages come on something like this on our computer, on our mobile also. It comes something like this, that so many viruses are found on a system. Okay, so please see, this is not a genuine antivirus. Suddenly this message pops up, infiltration alert, your computer is being attacked by an internet virus. These messages come, we see them many often. Okay, now here these buttons which you can see, yes or no, you think like, do you want to block this attack? If you say yes and no, it does not matter where you clicked, because these buttons are fake buttons. If you click yes, it will happen also. If you click no also, it will happen. So best thing is somewhere X will be there closed on top, so that they must close it. Let's conclude. Now we see that information on the internet is not always factual. We must take time to examine the websites and the information which we share. The internet is a great tool for obtaining good information, but it can also mislead people. Some of the sites presented were the real websites, whereas others were spoofed websites which were misleading. Thank you very much. Have a great day.